everyone, and welcome to another edition of Locking It Down with Lucy. I hope you are all well. Today it's a beat the clock sprint edition of Locking It Down with Lucy because I'm going to be on a 1 hour time limit deadline, much like when Andy Murray had to finish his match at Wimbledon before 11 o'clock. So here we are. I still want to do the show. The reason is I am still a little sick at the moment. There's something terrible, but it's just like very low energy sick. It's just like, I just feel like the entire time, which is, oh, hang on, let me put the mic nearer so you can hear me moan for the next hour. Actually, the reason I wanted to do the show is because my throat is better today. So yesterday my throat was super sore, so I was like, well, I can't really talk if I can't talk, you know what I'm saying? But today it's much better. I feel like I'm on a speed run of the cold. I got the cold on, like, I could feel it coming. It was a brewing on Tuesday. I'm sprinting through the stages. I'm hoping to be better by Sunday and Monday because I got plans. They're multiplying. And because I can't help myself and it's Locking It Down with Lucy for talking and the singing, I was like, I'm going to try and contain myself so I don't exhaust myself because I am super quite tired. So, Tuesday. That's why I say Tuesday. So what is today? What am I drinking? Well, I'm glad you asked, Jazz D. Welcome to the show, everybody. Thank you so much for chilling. I hope you're having a lovely Friday. For those of us in the UK, it is another bank holiday, double bank holiday. Do you know what? I discovered that I'm only working like 11 days this month or something because of all the bank holidays. I've got some time off. But I'm actually made myself a nice hot chocolate today. You can't see it, so you're going to have to take my word for it. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? There, you saw a little bit of it. I just don't want it to spill everywhere. I think it's still too hot to drink. I literally made it like just before because I thought the warm feelings, the warm vibes. So I have more drinks in my fridge than I have food. Insane. Anyway, how is everyone? Is everyone excited for the weekend? Living for the weekend. I am, because I like weekends. Who doesn't? Hot chocolate. Can you believe it as well, everyone? I went out at 4 o'clock and got an iced mocha. And I still feel like this. The coffee didn't only brought me back to how dead would I have been if I hadn't drank coffee? But it's just brought me to the real, levels. We got some people in the chat. We got Em saying hey. We got Bash saying hello. Food is overrated. God, it's been a struggle. Emma's like, I am feeling better, but I'm on the mend. I am looking forward to going to sleep though, most definitely. I'm like, hey, I don't have a sore throat anymore. My throat is better. It's more like, okay, here's my symptoms, everyone. Dr. Chat. Hello, calling Dr. Chat. I just feel like I was talking on my face. Maybe it's like a little bit of hay fever. I don't even have hay fever. I don't know. I just want to rub my eyes and my nose. And the temptation is so hard to resist. And I just feel a bit like zombified. That's my main symptoms. And I just feel like, as I said, super tired. I feel like I look super tired. So, that's what's been going on. So we're on a beat the clock sprint. So today, the poll, if you have so inclined to do so, it is the coronation of King Charles. I went and bought some stamps the other day, and they had King Charles's face on them, and I was like, I miss the Queen already. It looks wrong. The world feels wrong. I don't know how to live in this new world. Anyway, he's getting coronated tomorrow. I'm not going to watch it, but I would like to watch the highlights. So if someone could just do a best of the coronation, because I feel like it's cool to be alive when it's happening. I mean, I assume I'll be alive for another one. No offense to the king. Bow down to the king. But yeah, I don't know. That's why I'm curious. I like to hear on Lock It Down with Lucy. We don't always talk about video games. I mean, most of you talk about the hell that is my life. But I'm curious to see if people care about the royal family, if they like the royal family. It's maybe a controversial topic. But it's kind of like a thing that we have going on here in the UK. In fact, if I'd gone to work on Thursday, I believe Kate Middleton and William doesn't even have a surname. It's just Will and Kate. He's just William. Prince. He's Prince, yeah. They came by work. They came to PlayStation. They didn't quite come to PlayStation, but they came down the road that PlayStation works on. Apparently loads of people saw them. I could have been there, but instead I've been stuck here. I've been stuck in my home for 3 days, and it's thankfully it's not been too bad. Could be worse, but God, I'm just like, what is the outside? What is the what? So let's see. So far, do you care about the royal family? 11% are saying yes, 25% are saying indifferent, and 64% are saying no. Now, I don't even know how to answer the question because I think I might go for indifferent. I don't want them to go away, but I don't know. I'm not getting out my bunting I just liked the Queen, as I've said before. The Queen was just, she was just cool, I guess. I don't care for kings. I don't know. Converge, thank you so much for gifting a sub. Bobby W, welcome to the XP zone. I hope you enjoy it here. When is the Avengers podcast going up? I'm excited. So it'll be next month in June, I believe. But I do have a little taste here of what's to come. Yeah, exactly, HB Carter. It's almost 100 years of history. Monarchy has no place in modern society. Wow. I think it's kind of cool. It's probably because you think you're cooler than me. Oh my god, this hot chocolate. This hot chocolate is the hot chocolate that I bought once, like literally back in February when I first moved in. I'm still going. Let's see. Is it too hot? A little too hot. It's Options honeycomb flavor. Oh, yeah. So what's coming up on the show today? It's normally where we start. I don't want to give too much away just in case we don't get to everything. But I will be talking about the meetup where I met up with Adam, Joel, and Lewis, my return to Cuphead, and boy, do I have some stories from the week for you for the highlights and lowlights of the week. It's been a roller coaster, as they always said in Big Brother, up and down. Lots of things, going on in the worlds. So, sorry, let me check my notes. So, firstly, I'd like to say thank you, everybody who watched and checked out the PS3 video with my brother, and thank you, everyone, as well, for all the kind words about my brother's appearance on the show. That was pretty cool. I was very excited to get him on and to talk to him, because I know that he's, like, I don't know if he's actually going to watch this, but I was excited about this video going live anyway, because I know my brother is, like, he's a cool guy. I mean, I can say that he's my brother, but I know that when he's very, I don't know. The words are also like, like, I don't know. I always knew that if he became like on camera, that he'd have good stories to tell, and I like our rapport. Like, we can chat for like hours about the stuff that we like. Like, my mum is sometimes like, can we please just pause the chat? So like, I'll go round and we'll just like talk about Doctor Who for like an hour solid, then wrestling, then games. Like, we'll just chat forever. So I knew he'd be a good crack if I got him on the show. So it's very cool to see so many people that enjoyed the video and liked the video. It makes my heart happy to know that something is just like listening to our stories was something that people enjoyed. So I guess I'll probably get him back on for the PS4. But I feel like PS3 was his like PS3 and PS2 were his like peak of gaming, because he did play the PS4, but not as much as I did, and he doesn't have a PS5. So yes, Natasha is his twin. So now you've seen all the siblings. All the siblings have appeared on the channel. So that's pretty cool. Ooh, this hot chocolate tastes a bit dodge. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure if I like it or not. A little bit like swamp water. Did you see the comments? People had something else. Yeah, I think he must have done. Like, I kind of was like, oh yeah, and he was like, oh, that's cool to know. So yeah, I love talking about the PS3. PS3 was good times, and I know. I do think, like, I don't know if I mentioned it in the video, but I definitely have talked about it before and other things. I just feel like that was just a different time. Like, I don't know when the next turn, it was almost like the turn of the century for gaming in a way. Like, I'm not sure when that's going to happen again. Like, because technology, not saying that technology is like, it slowed down, but it's like the jump is not as big, or the changes aren't like, it was because it's just wild to go from like this offline console to all of a sudden this console that's online. There's the store, there's friends, there's like all this stuff happening. I know you did have the PS2 Ethernet cable thing, but for me that was when things changed and turned. So yeah, that was pretty cool. So I very, very, very much appreciate everyone dropping some kind comments and watching it. It made my heart happy, so thank you. I don't know where that voice came from. So let's get ready to talk. Let's get ready. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what the PS6 has in store. How many PlayStations am I going to be alive for, I wonder? That's a morbid thought to think about. Maybe we'll never know. That's do you know, will it go on forever? Will PlayStation be forever? I don't know. Everything comes to an end at some point, I suppose. Who knows? The future is scary. So what do I normally do at this point? Oh, normally I do the what am I drinking? Yikes, this poll. I'm curious. So I have seen like people in, look, I should get my you know what? I should show my patriarchy a little bit. God, I don't know why I still have this, but I've seen people down the street in the road. They're putting their King Charles flags up. They've got their Union flags up and all that. People are excited. People are having picnics. People are having a good old Victoria sponge. God, I fancy a Victoria sponge. Maybe I'll go home tomorrow and I'll make one. Nothing beats a classic Victoria sponge. It's simple, it's efficient, it's effective, it's tasty, and I think it's pretty easy to make. Not that I've ever tried to make one before, but I could test my. That's one thing I haven't done actually. I haven't done much. Like I've done some cooking on the channel, but I haven't done any like bakery, which I feel is another skill I probably don't know about. So let's. What's people saying? Apparently, what's going on? Too many things are. Yes, I'm very happy. Exactly, I'm very happy for the day off. I'm not going to complain about a day off. So, caking it up with Lucy. Is that also cacking it up when I cack it all up with rubbish? So let's jump into the highlights and lowlights of the week. We are at the 10 minutes into the show. Cooking. Feels like PlayStation would drop the numbered consoles. What? Oh, just call it the PlayStation. That would be pretty cool. Right. Do I want to start with my stories of the week, or should we hit up your stories of the week first? Let's see. Well, let me start with some of my stories to begin with. So, firstly, obviously, a lowlight of the week is being ill. Wah, wah, wah. But I suppose I'd rather be ill now. Whoa, my chair is going back. Than when I go on my hollybobs. So that's good. But goodness, I've had a week and a half of trial and turmoil. So. Let's talk about the elephant in the room here a second. Buying tickets for events these days is one of the most stressful things one can do in the modern world. Now, I don't know about you guys when you're buying tickets for things, what you're buying tickets for, but I wanted to go to a wrestling event. Me and my brother, that's the other thing. I'm also struggling with actual speaking because my brain is like, me and my brother enjoyed Clash of the Castle a lot so last year. So we were looking to go to another thing. Money in the Bank was a total, utter clusterfuck trying to get the tickets. You know what? We said, screw you guys. We're going to go see AEW, which was also almost a clusterfuck of just like calamity. But like buying tickets is just an ordeal. It doesn't need to be this stressful. It's meant to be fun, but I'm there with my... This is the story of what happened. So I get an email saying that pre-sale starts at 11 a.m. I've got it in my phone. I am ready, all right? But I get a text from Adam McDermott, saying like, have you got your tickets? And I was like, what do you mean have you got your tickets? It's 9:15 in the morning. And he was like, the pre-sale is live. And I was like, what are you talking about? I'm walking to work. So I'm on the phone trying to get tickets. The mobile app experience sucks. And then I'm like, fine, I'm just going to have to sort it out when I get to work. And then I'm on Monday morning at work trying to buy tickets while also trying to do work. And the whole thing is just like, nothing is loading. Ticketmaster spinning and spinning and spinning. And I was like, why are you doing me so wrong, Ticketmaster? You've joined the queue. You've left the queue. I'm like, why? And then it's like, oh, all of a sudden... and then when I did get through, all the tickets were all for £196. Like, I don't even think I spent £169 on the Clash at the Castle, which is something I actually care about because I'm not a massive AEW fan over here. I mean, I do want to be in the crowd singing Judas. Now that I betray. Oh, me and my brother were also talking about all the wrestlers we've seen the most, and I'm pretty sure that if Chris Jericho, which I think he is, if he's at AEW, he might be my number one person that I've seen the most live. And I think the next person is like Kofi Kingston or something. The jobbers are always out. Sorry, Kofi, for calling you a jobber. Anyway, so I was like, 196 is a lot of money. I get it's at Wembley Stadium, but surely I know what my price range is. That's the thing. When you go into this buying ticket, you need to know where your hard stop is and whereabouts you're comfortable. And I was like, I don't want to go more than 150, really. So then all I could get was like up in the nosebleeds after that for £30. It's like, well, I mean, I want a day out, but I don't want to sit all the way back up there. So you know what? I was like, I'll try tomorrow with O2 priority and hope for the goddamn best. So I also want to make sure that I don't let this go too cold because nothing worse than a cold hot chocolate. So then the next day, after feeling disgruntled for spending way too much time trying to get tickets, wake up the next day, ready for these tickets. What happens? Nothing. I'm on Ticketmaster and it's spinning and spinning and spinning. And I'm like, you know what? It's not gonna happen. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be. And then Luke, mod of the channel, is he messages me at like 11 o'clock saying like, did you get tickets? So I was like, what do you mean? He was like, low to priority. You can still get them now. And he's like getting them. I was like, how do I get them? So I ended up having to do it on my mobile through the O2 priority app rather than through the thing. Anyway, I got my ticket sorted. I'm going to AEW because I'm all in. This is rage. This is war. Not falling. So I'll be there. I was like, I'd rather be there than not be there. Hopefully it's going to be a good time. I'm going to see a lot of ex-WWE people like, is Punk not even coming? That would be cool to have seen CM Punk. Let's see. Yeah, AEW sisters were crazy. We could only buy £30 tickets. So are there a few people in the chat that's also going to AEW? Put your hands up. Is there going to be a contingency of people that may all tangentially know each other through the chat? That would be pretty cool if that's happening. So yeah, that's so Supper Salmon's going to be there. I'm going to be there. I'll be there. We'll all be at Wembley Arena. Woo! Now I'm going to say something potentially weird. We could potentially say hi. I've just said something very dangerous. But I feel like if there was time, we could have a little like, hey ho, how's it going? Then we all go to our seats and maybe. So if you're there, maybe see you there. Maybe we could find a meeting spot to just be like, hey, am I just making my own little mini meet and greet here? If we're all going to be here, it could happen. And then we all just watch the show. Oh, thank you for the 15-minute warning. Who else is going to be there? A very diligent Bug is going to be there. Maybe see you there. Who else? A drive-by high five. Yeah, just stand there like, way! I mean, none of you may even want to see me anyway, so I'm just literally presuming that I'm like, of course. And you're like, no, fuck you, Lucy. I don't need that. Whoa, yeah, I'm here to lock it down. We all meet. Punk may be back. He's making friends again with the locker room. Interesting. That would be cool to see CM Punk. So that was the first ordeal of the week. Locking it down at All In. Should I do a live locking it down outside Wembley Stadium? Welcome everybody to a live locking it down outside Wembley Stadium. That would be funny. I bet my friends aren't going to be happy that I've just said this live on the internet. Sorry. I live dangerously over here. Wah, wah, wah. So, what else? Oh, okay. I have to tell you the main story of the week. So, I did go and meet up with Joel, Lewis, and Adam in Newcastle. But before that happened, let me tell you about the palaver that went down. So, it was Friday. Let me take you back to last Friday, which was this Friday. No, last Friday. I was there by now. So, I had to leave work at 4 to get to King's Cross at a decent time. Now, I've got like a little like routine that I do. I guess everyone has their routines, right? When you're going to go on like a travel journey. Like I've got my plane routine and I've got my train routine. My train routine is obviously simpler than my plane routine. So I want to get there and I get there about 15 minutes before the train. Now, everyone knows that the train's never actually at the platform, but it's not like getting on a plane. You don't have to be there super early, but you need to be there somewhat early. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to Boots because I'm going to get a drink for the train and I'm going to get a little snackoo and then maybe I'll get a hot drink. Something about getting a hot drink on a train that I quite enjoy. I don't know why. It just feels like, I don't know, it feels sophisticated in my world. So I go to Boots. For those of you that don't know what Boots is, it's like a, not a pharmacy. It's like a shop. Well, it is a shop that sells food, but also like pharmaceutical goods. It's a bit of a mishmash, but Boots is good. So I pick up a Lucozade, which is one of my favourite drinks. I love a Lucozade, but still not fizzy. And then I pick up a packet of crisps. And I go to check out at the self-checkout, and this guy almost cuts it in front of me. And then we have that awkward and then he's like, oh, you go. And I'm like, you sure? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, I'm going to take this because I feel like I am running late. So I've got my backpack on with all my stuff. I beep, pick up all my things. And I feel like I'm rushed because now I've like cut in from this guy. I'm like kind of rushing a little bit. And so I leave the Boots. I sort of figure out where I'm going to put things. And then I go, look at the time. Like, okay, I've still got a little bit of time. Now I want to get a hot drink. Now, am I going to go to Cafe Nero? Or am I going to go to Costa? Oh, look, the Starbucks is shut, so I can't go there. The line at Cafe Nero is pretty long. I might go Costa. And then I put my hand in my pocket. And lo and behold, my card was not there. Now, I don't know if you've experienced this, but losing something as vital as your card or your phone is like this sudden panic moment. of like, oh my God. And then I do the pocket check. I'm like, not this pocket. And I must put it in my back pocket. And it's nowhere. And I'm like, shit, where has my card gone? And I was like, okay, well, it's been 5 minutes since I last had it. So I walk back to Boots and I'm like, hey, because now time is really ticking. And I'm like, hey, has anyone's handed a card in? Is it lost? And then they look and they're like, no. And I'm walking back and I look on the floor and I look at the time and the train is coming at 5 o'clock. The time is almost 5 o'clock. It's like 5:02. And I'm just like, oh my God. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to get on the train. So I get on the train, I sit down, because I'm like, maybe it's not lost. Maybe I've still got it on me somewhere. And then I check my pockets again, and then I realise it's not there. It's 100% not there. And the train leaves, and I go, shit, I have no money, and I haven't got a provisional license anymore. What do I do? And so I messaged the group chat for the Avengers, like, hey, I'm on the train, but I've lost my card. And thank God, Joel to the rescue. He was like, have you done this? Have you done that? So I tried to call up Lost Property. They didn't answer. Like the sheer panic of like, I've just left London and I don't know how I'm going to get home again or how I'm going to pay for any of the things. So he was like, you should do this and that. And then thankfully I have another card. I have a Revolut card. So I managed to link that up to my phone. And this is what I'm saying. I'm really, really glad that I live in the modern day. Like none of this would have been possible like 5-6 years ago. So I'm like, thank you for being born in 2020. No, I'm not born in 2000. Thank you for being alive in 2023 and not 1923, because this would have been actually they wouldn't have even had cards back in 1923, so that wouldn't have been a problem for them. But anyway, so I managed to link that up so I had money on my phone. And then I was like, oh my God, I could just freeze my bank card on my Barclays app. And I was like, it's done. So thankfully, I was like, cool. At least I know that no one else can use my card. But then at night, I saw people trying, I saw the money's going, something is trying to take money out. And I was like, well, at least I've stopped that. And I was just thinking, it was a shame to lose your provisional as well. Not that obviously I'm driving, but it's, if someone ID'd me, that's my ID. But being able to do all those things to clear my mind, I was like, well, at least no one's going to go on a fucking Sainsbury's or Greg's Rager like they did with my sister's card. So on the way back, so I did the whole weekend. It was my debit card that I lost. That's the one with the real monies. On the way back, though, I was like, you know what? I'm going to just stop by the lost property before I do the whole card cancellation, because that's like a pain in the ass, cancelling all your cards and then having to do your bill set up again. I was like, I just don't want to have to do it, and then having to reapply for my provisional. So I went to Lost and Found and I was like, come on, let's hope, because I don't feel like anyone's been using my card. I go up there and I go, hey, and the guy's like, hi, and I'm like, oh, and then I'm like, oh, by the way, I'm here because I lost something, duh. And I've lost my credit card, no, my bank card and my provisional. And he's like, what do you mean your provisional? I was like, oh, my provisional license. He goes, how have you lost both things? And I was like, well, actually, they're both together in a Sonic the Hedgehog case. And the woman standing next to him was like, actually, I think I've seen that. I can't tell you the amount of joy that I felt when she was like, she recognised that this was an ice that she'd seen. And when the guy brought it out and I saw it, it's all broken up and like this Sonic the Hedgehog, like it's an oyster card that's broken in half. I've never been so happy. And I was like, oh my God, that's it. Do you need my ID? And he was like, well, I've got it. It's here. I was like, that's me. That's my face. I was like so happy. And that some little form. I had to pay though. I had to pay for the privilege to get my own stuff back, which I felt was kind of weird, but sure, whatever. So, oh my God. Thank you to whatever was out there looking out for me and my returned bank card. What a change from being like, the lowest, like, oh my God, to just absolute. And then I just looked at it. I was like, yes, I have money. And then I went to Greg's and bought myself that hot drink and sat on the train home and was like, and it was exactly the way it was. Yes, Jamie, we are doing highs and lows of the week. Please submit yours now. Those are my main highlights and lowlights of the week. So what's been going on with you guys? Having to pay as well. I think I had to pay like £6 or something to get my own shit back. But you know what? You can only do what you can do. Right, Robert War says, lowlight, have an IELTS highlight. After my Sunday shift, I had 10 days off work. Ooh, that sounds sweet. Enjoy. Jamie says, highlight, I got the tickets for Gamescom 2023. Actually, I thought I wanted to go to Gamescom, didn't I? Lowlight, I will be in Germany when AEW comes to London, so I'll miss the show. Oh, well, I'm going to miss it now. I did remember, I've said last year I wanted to go to Gamescom. Oh, well, my life has changed, I guess. I forgot that's what I wanted to do. Dusty B70 says, highlight Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition shiny. Congratulations. Good to hear it. Love a good shiny. Platinum Vault says, Lowlight, I'm feeling under the weather all week. Me too, buddy. Hope you feel better too. I've been just like knocking back the vitamins like crazy. I've been like taking my vitamin C. I bought, whenever I'm ill, I buy that Tropicana drink with all the vitamins in. Shake that up, drink that. Then I've got my Barocca that I have. I need it all. I need to be better because this sucks. So I hope you feel better too. And then your highlight is that you got Platinum 168 Blair Witch. Nice work. I've been so tired, I haven't even played video games much. Like, I tried to play Resident Evil 4 before the stream starts, and I don't know what it is, but in professional, it feels like Ashley just gets in the way more. Like, I never really killed Ashley before, but here, she just keeps getting in the way of my rocket launcher. What's going on, Ashley? Get out of the way! Let's see. HP Cartmux 200 says, highlight, only one trophy left of Super Meat Boy. That's awesome. Congrats, dude. Good luck with that. Chris Massey says, highlight, just bought Horizon Forbidden West Burning Shores. Nice. Hope that goes well. Highlight by Jedi Star 91 is Platinum Star Wars. Whoa, you platinumed Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Nice. That's the new one, right? Lowlight, dog at the vet with no words so far. Well, hopefully your dog is doing well. Best wishes to your dog. Love dogs. Dogs are the best. Eric says, Lowlight, there's a mouse in my house. There's a moose in my house. Highlight, my cat Bandit killed it. Great. Good. That's what cats are for. They're great cats like that. Christopher says, highlight, a platinumed Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Lowlight, I've quit video games for this time for good. Wow. Well, I hope that finds you well. Zinc is good for the early stages of colds to energize the immune system. Well, that's good. I eat a lot of cereal. All that's got is folate acid or whatever it's called, ferulic acid. Oh, you know what I'm trying to say. Mod 47 Trophy Hunter says, highlight Doom 3, 203 platinum. Congratulations, love that. Lowlight, sad about my completion ratio and a bit ill. God, it's all going round, isn't it? No, I don't have the Ashley armor at the moment. Max tags that there is no virus that can keep Lucy held down. Well, thank you. I don't know. I knew that once I did the show, I would feel like energized to be doing it, but I also want to be mindful that I don't burn myself out because I do want to like go visit my friends at the weekend and I've got a housewarming, so I don't want to be sick for that. So I do want to like reserve energies. I want to restore myself. So Dave says, highlight for me was earning the platinum in Super Stardust Portable while listening to your PS3 collection video in the background. Yay! Also tried Dr. Pepper Strawberries and Cream. It was amazing. Where can I find this elusive drink? I must try it. After all, as Pepsi Girl always says, I review drinks on my channel. She's got no clue what's going on over here. Converge says, Resident Evil 4 Remake Platinum is so tedious, I'm kind of hating the game right now. I'm kind of playing it on just autopilot because I know the game, but I'm also making the mistake of not playing it with audio, which can be quite hard. I will say though, I do have a bit of an issue with the audio when I use the headset, the 3D audio. It does sound like enemies are like super close to you. Sometimes like, oh, senor. And you look, you're like, there's no one here. But it sounds like they're right behind you. So that's my only issue, but I've also just been playing, like listening to music because I'm going to the Avril Lavigne concert next week. I've been listening to Avril Lavigne's, discography on Spotify so that I can be pumped. So my sister's going to dress up. She's going to dress up in like classic Avril Lavigne, like cargo pants and a top. And I was like, Imogen, what am I going to dress up as? Do I dress? Now, I don't know. Is it embarrassing for a 32-year-old to dress up to an Avril Lavigne concert? Because I'm kind of into the idea, but then I remember how old I am and how young everyone else might be. So I'm not sure. But then Imogen was like, but Lucy, you dress like her anyway, so you don't have to do anything. I was like, fair dues, I suppose. So maybe she'll straighten my hair so I can have the proper like. Wait, hang on. Can I do it now? Wait, that's not right. You need to have a side parting. Can I side part my hair? No, middle part it. This looks bad. No, well, I'll see. Maybe I'll put a wristband on so I can be like, why'd you have to go and make things? But because my sister. So here's the palaver with the Avril Lavigne concert. All right, but we fixed it now. So we bought sitting down seats because Imogen is small and she doesn't want to be bashed about in the crowd. But they've changed the venue to Alexandra Palace where all there is standing up. So she had to contact the venue to be like, hey, I need to be sat down or not be in the crowd. So what they've done is they're now going to put her at the front. So we have to go to a separate door, the accessibility door, so that she's at the front so we can like protect her. And all of a sudden I was like, oh my God, I'm going to see Avril Lavigne like really up close. I don't know why all of a sudden I got super excited. Like, obviously I was going to see her anyway, but I was like, oh my God. Like, I don't know. I guess I forget sometimes that she was like the person when I was growing up. Like, I was very, like, Complicated. No, Let Go was my first ever album that I bought after watching the Complicated music video. And so there was suddenly this sort of feeling of like, thank you for the 30-minute mark. There was suddenly this this feeling of like, oh my God, wow, she's just going to be there. So maybe I'll dress up. I don't know. Is it embarrassing? You need a tie. Yeah, you. I don't know if I'm willing to go that deep into the cosplay. Nathan Cobb says highlight fish the main quest in Skyrim for the first time. Nice. You're 32, not 62. Have fun. That's a good point. Do you think I can pretend that I'm with Imogen and her friend? What is your favourite Avril Lavigne song? What a question, Fabio. I think it's got to be Skater Boy, to be honest. Or is it Complicated? It's Complicated or Skater Boy, one of those two. I'm all about that first album, really. I didn't really get into her other songs. I also like Rock and Roll and Here's to Never Growing Up. So I think those are my main ones that I like. And I do not, now I've been listening to her whole discography, as I said. So I want to be there in the crowd singing along. You know, I don't want to be a poser. I want to be in the moment. But when she sings Skater Boy, I might lose my tiny fucking mind. She was a skater boy. He said, "See you later, boy." I was like, this. I remember being 13 and listening to that in the car when I went on holiday and being like, this is so cool. So who knows? Maybe I will just go all in and dress up. We'll see. Have you already sung Skater Boy? I did miss you, or did I miss you? No, Skater Boy has happened. Don't worry. People at Kiss concerts are in their 70s and dressing. Yeah, but the people at Kiss are also 70, are they not? I mean, I guess Avril Lavigne is approaching 40, to be fair. So, what can you do? You could pretend you're teenagers. Can I? Can I actually pretend I'm a teenager? Maybe I'll have to just. I suppose I could. But also, here's the real talk. Are you ready for real talk, everybody? You ready for real old people talk? So it's definitely Boy with an I. He was a skater boy with an I. Now I haven't been to many concerts in my life, but I've been to a few. I know the drill. When you're at the front, I'm preparing myself mentally for being at the front because we're going to be standing for a long time. I don't know if my back's up to it. So I'm gonna bring the paracetamol. You've also got to be hydrated because otherwise people do pass out. And because we have to get there early, I'm gonna be standing up from 6 o'clock until 10:30. And I'm like, oh, that's a lot of standing. So at some point I might have to sit down on the floor. But then I might get into it when it's all like. But then you're also gonna be like, you know, bashing into the thing. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Will I just collapse? Will I just be like, this standing at the front of a concert's a young person's game now? Or will I be so... And also, I don't really care about the support acts. But you know what? I'm going to be a good big sister. We're going to go at the appropriate time. Because you know how I do when I go to these concerts now. I don't need to be there and listen to the support act. No offense to the support act, unless I know you. I want to see who I came to see. And so I'm going to get there, squiddle my way in as far as I feel is necessary. Have a bit of a jump and a dance about when it's the songs I want. And then on the last song, I bounce out of there. However, the last song for Avril Lavigne is "I'm with You," which is I think I would stay if I was going by myself for "I'm with You." I guess I don't know if that's a good go home song. I think Skater Boy is a better go home song. "I'm with You" is a bit like I'm standing on the bridge, I'm waiting in the dark, blah blah blah, here by now, and then I'm trying to find me. It's a fine song, but it's you won't be able to sit on the floor right at the front. Well, who knows? You really feel it in your back after a while and your feet. God. No, yeah, I call the final song the go home song in wrestling. When you could, so here's the terminology in wrestling. When it's time to like leave, you call it. It's time to wrap up the match. We got to do the go home. It's the go. That's doing the finish. So I call the final song the go home song because you want to leave the crowd on a high. What other concerts have you been to? Says Reptile. Not many, to be fair. Oh my god, it's embarrassing. So I've been to see Fozzy twice. I know, right? I've been to see McFly. I've been to see McBusted. I've been to see all-time low twice. I also went to see, I went to see A Day to Remember and Rise Against. Did I go to any more when I was young? When I was young. I think that was it. I think those are the only ones. Like I said, I've not done many. Avril Lavigne was everything to a lot of angsty teenagers, including me. See, exactly. I love that song. Yeah, you should have known better to fuck with someone like me. I do like that song a lot. Don't know better. So you have the look of a teen. Just hide your face in a hoodie. Just be like this. I'm a teenager now. Just moody at the world. Fozzy is what I went to see. So yeah, that's an exciting thing that is happening. So let us now transition. I think it's time. Thank you all for your highlights and lowlights of the week. I'm glad to see you all are, doing well and have some high things going on. Do I have any other highlights? Oh yeah, my other highlights of the week is that I've been a handyman myself. So the other thing that happened to me is I blocked my plug because I had a little pusher, the pusher plug. I pushed that down and then I was like, you know what? I was going to have to call Paul the plumber. But I was like, you know what? Maybe I can fix this. Maybe I don't need to call anybody. Maybe I can be an independent woman living in a flat fixing her own shit. And so I went to YouTube and I looked up how to undo my own plug. And I got in there with a knife. And I was like, and then I snapped the knife. That wasn't very good. But I managed to, and I was digging it in and it popped out. And I was like, I fixed my own sink. What else did I fix? I fixed something else as well. I feel like I've done some real handy work. But anyway, I was proud of myself for handling my own broken shit. And when I was feeling a little low about being ill, I just thought about how relieved I felt because a blocked plug is no good. This is so boring. Let's play clip of the week. So my highlight of the week was, of course, going to Newcastle. I'm just going to play the clip so I can finish my drink and we'll talk about it afterwards. Please enjoy clip of the week.
Do you want me to be in it or do you want to be there?
You can be in it if you want. Well, you're in it now. We're out in Newcastle. Going to go to the video game bar. The gang is here. Woo! Just did some photos, some content creation. As one does. We're content creating now. So yeah, but let's see what the bar in Newcastle has in store. We're at the NQ64 bar and there's a fire alarm. How exciting. Oh, there we go. We got to evacuate. Oh, it's stopped now.
If we're fast, we'll get on the games, I think.
It's very exciting. Or is it? Well, there we go. That was a little extract of our time in Newcastle. I just realised, I'm really sorry, that was a really poorly edited clip of the week. I hadn't actually finished the edit and I didn't realise I hadn't finished editing it. My bad! But you get the idea, it was actually, Fabio, 4-player Pac-Man. That was pretty cool. Look who it is, everybody. It's the Adam McDermott. It says, hey folks. Hey Adam, hope you are doing well. So, that kangaroo was super weird. It was actually, Baby Guinness, for Facts fans. So those of you compiling the fun facts of LudiXP, aka Lucy, Baby Guinness, put it down on my personal record. If I ever go into the Big Brother house and Davina's like, Lucy's favourite shot is a mini Guinness. No, a baby Guinness. I don't like Guinness, but I do like baby Guinness. Like, that's what happens whenever you go into the Big Brother house. There's always like facts that come up, like Lucy has platinumed 150 games. Lucy's favourite shot is a baby Guinness, and she's going into the house now. Woo! And the door shut. Oh my god! I can't. I'm shaking. Hi! Oh my god! Hi! I'm Lucy. How are you? I'm Graham. Hi, Graham. I'm Lucy. How are you doing? I'm Stacey. Hi, Stacey. Now I'm just reenacting what it would be like to go in the Big Brother house one day. No, I hate Sambuca. Sambuca is disgusting. I had it on Beth's 18th birthday, and I literally felt like acid was like burning through my stomach, much like the blood from the aliens in Alien. That's how my stomach felt all night. So yeah, let's talk about Newcastle. Da, da, da. So it seems like we meet up, myself, Adam, Joel, and Lewis, on a bi-yearly basis, which is it's pretty cool. Like, I enjoy it. I enjoy doing the podcast. I enjoy meeting up, hanging out, talking YouTube, making that content. So we arrived on the Friday, and then left on the Sunday. So I always like when we first meet up, we just like play, we play games and we chat, and it's like a good old catch up. And this time we were at Lewis's place, which was pretty cool. And the next day we did a bit of like a walk. Well, we actually filmed the podcast and stuff, and we also stay up super late. I also like when we always have like the same thing that we kind of do, where we always like meet up, chat, and then we like go to Tesco's or whatever, like just buy snacks and drinks, and then we just like, as Adam likes to call it, we have slumber party where we just stay up and like chat. And we also played Cuphead. Oh my god, playing Cuphead was so much fun. I do want to talk about Cuphead a little bit more before the show ends. So played some Cuphead. Next day was like going out around Newcastle after filming the podcast, went for some drinks, and that's where we went to the NQ64 bar, because they had a branch in Newcastle, which was slightly different to the one in London. The only thing about that place is it's like, I don't know, you have to buy your own tokens and stuff, and then you sort of wait around and hope to get a place to play. But they did have like, so there was the Tekken game, there was the Pac-Man, which I thought was pretty cool. We didn't get to go on Super Mutant Turtles or whatever they're called. I'm now starting to degrade my mind. And then the next day we got on the train, and me and Adam were on the train back together, and it was like a 3-hour 40-minute train journey, but because we were just like chatting the whole time, it literally felt like an hour 30 minutes. Pro train tip: if you could get on a train with a friend, do it, because it will make a long train trip instantly quicker. So yeah, that was good time. So I'm excited for you all to see the podcast when it goes live next month. I believe Adam is making a vlog. I'm just exposing you for what you're going to make now. He's going to make a vlog that will come out around the same time. I am very slowly. I'm not really sure how much YouTube editing time I'll have this month, seeing as I'm on my jollies for most of the month. But I want to try and do like my April vlog video, which will contain some of the time that we spent together in Newcastle at the end. So that was pretty cool. Always great to hang out and see those guys, and it always makes me like, when I get back, I'm like, ooh, I feel more pumped to do the YouTubings after like talking to other people. But guess what, everybody? In a shocking turn of events, we were playing Xbox. Can you believe it? So we were playing Cuphead on PlayStation, but then Lewis hooked up his Xbox to his main TV downstairs. So we played a bit of Trials Fusion. We played Wulong Fallen Destiny, or Dynasty Fallen Dynasty a bit. And I think there was another game that came up. But Wulong was weird. Like, the camera was kind of like odd. And I don't know. It was like, I thought it was fine, but I can't. We were all secretly Xbox gamers. Shh! Exposed. All of our PlayStation channels were actually playing Xbox. The thing I remember is that it just took ages to install anything. That's nothing to do with, I might be more to do with internet than the actual Xbox itself. Xbox! Gasps in Spanish. I know. Now, this was the thing, get used to the new buttons. This was the thing that was so hard for me, was like, so I was playing Wulong, and it was up on the D-pad to heal. So every time I wanted to heal, my thumb would go up to press the D-pad, but the D-pad wasn't up there. The D-pad's down there. So I don't think I can play Xbox efficiently, because that was like, my muscle memory is too strong about where the buttons are. And of course, the X versus X situation, like, who decided that we should have an X and it be the same color blue? Too difficult. I'm too well trained. So we did a bit of that. But I also want to talk about my experience with Cuphead. So we got 15 minutes to talk about Cuphead. So I think Lewis is going to try and platinum it, I believe. And he wanted each of us to play a bit of it with him. Now, Cuphead 2-player is a totally different experience. I'd heard from other people that playing the game co-op is harder, and I can concur, I can agree that it is harder. Now, I'm not sure if it's harder for the same reasons that you would think, like when you're playing like a Souls game, like bosses have more health and stuff. Now, that probably is true for the Cuphead bosses, they do have more health to compensate for two people shooting, but it doesn't feel like they have any more health. Like the fights still take the same amount of time. What makes it difficult is the fact that the screen is so busy. When you add another person to the screen and more shooting, it just becomes like you're trying to like sort out like who. Also, because Cuphead and Mugman don't look too dissimilar, it's like, which one am I? Like, I'm used to playing as Cuphead, whereas Lewis is playing as Cuphead, so I was Mugman. So it's like doing that, and then you've got like all of these, like you're shooting, they're shooting, and it becomes a lot to digest on the screen. So that's for like the boss fights. The second thing that makes it, thank you for the time check, the second thing that makes it difficult on like the run and gun levels is that you want to try and, so like when you're by yourself, the screen will follow you. But when you're playing co-op, the screen will follow whoever's furthest. And the treetop level, me and Lewis did together. And it's just like difficult because you kind of have to like wait for the other person. But of course, the other person can't keep up with you always because they've got to, you know, balance what's happening on to them with like, you know, enemies on the screen and stuff. And because the enemies infinitely respawn. So I had a lot of fun playing it. It was fun as well to go back to how the game began, because I was like trying to like, because I was like, oh, you've got to do this, and they hadn't unlocked those things yet, and I felt like cool that I could help advise, and because then it was Joel also got on, and it was like cool to watch both of them getting better at the bosses, like they were doing the Zeppelin one, I can't remember what her name is, and I was like, but it was also harder because they were playing it without sound, and that game as well with like all the way it's sort of, you know, patterns and sound recognition of when things are coming. That was cool. So I really, really enjoyed playing Cuphead with them. It was difficult, but it was fun. It was like fun to just watch the other person get to the level and then to be like, oh, if one person died, you parry them to get them back. So I believe I know they did. They streamed it as well when we left. And yeah, it was cool to see them continue on. So I think they're on like the second island now. So Godspeed, Lewis. I hope your Cuphead journey goes well. I do wish I could play more with you guys. That was a lot of fun. Someone asked if I'd played the DLC yet. I have not played the DLC, but it has made me really want to play Cuphead again. So I did actually boot up Cuphead. I booted up Cuphead when I got back, and I wanted to investigate. And I was meant to show you the screenshot, but I forgot to put it on. What am I about to say? Oh yeah, I wanted to check my progress. So let's do a progress check, everybody. Come we now on a journey through time and space to the world of the internet. The internet, come with me to the internet. The internet, here we are. We've landed on the internet. Boop. So I wanted to see how far away from the platinum, because I believe this is on my goals of the year. I haven't actually checked my goals of the year for ages, but I think Platinum in Cuphead is on there. And I kind of was hesitant because I was a bit afraid to go back. But playing it recently, I was like, I do think I can do this. So I'm only what? I mean, it's tough. Where's the numbers? 1, 2, 3. I'm 3 trophies away. Now, I don't want to restart. Oh, there's a lot of DLC here. I might actually get the DLC and try it out, actually. But I want to complete the game first. So, ow, my hand just freaked out on me. Chill out. So where I am right now is I'm playing the game on Expert, and I was very happy to see that I've actually done quite a fair bit of Expert. I'm on the 3rd level, the 3rd island even, and I beat the other day, oh my god, the bee boss. Ugh, it's so annoying. The mouse and the cat boss, and I'm on the sea captain boss. So I need to get this complete, beat the game on Expert, which I think I have the ability to do it now that I'm back in the game. Unfortunately, I'm in 6, so I feel like that requires a lot more mental energy than I have right now. But I do really want to get back into it. This one, I believe I can do if I've set my mind to it. I could do it on like one of the mini bosses. But this one, defeat the Dice King without taking a hit, is going to be the hardest trophy. So for those of you who don't know, the Dice King is like a different type of boss. There's lots of mini bosses within the Dice King fight. So I think I'm going to have to get back into it and remember which mini boss fights are the ones that I like and I'm good at. And I'm doing that, taking a hit. That's going to be the one. So, now, no promises, everybody. I'm about to say something. I'm thinking, I know I've been a bit bad, but this is a game that I really, really like, and I really, really want to talk about. So maybe this could resurrect the Platinum Trophy Tales for this one. And I would make beating the Dice King the final trophy I would get. Maybe I'll stream it, maybe I won't. I don't know. I feel like maybe if I did stream it, that would help me get the powers. So I'm hoping to do that. So let's, people want to ask about my completion. Yeah, let's have a look. Let's have a look at my completion. I did actually beat it, and I didn't even realize, not my completion, my trophy streak. I didn't even realize Look at that. Ta-da! 27 days. I did it. With 58 trophies. That was not my intention to have beaten it. I didn't think I would. But I think I could do better. I want to focus on doing better next year. So that was a pretty cool endeavor that it just sort of happened without me realizing it, to be honest. But all right, let's go back over here. What are people saying? Would love to see some live streams of Cuphead if you do go for the plat. Yeah, I'll definitely give it like. Yeah, I'll try and stream that. Oh my god, my brain is just like, Cuphead's an amazing game. I'll make a great stream. Yeah, I think for those last bosses, it might help me focus. I'm just 1%. I'm just one trophy off, but 100% in Cuphead. Getting the S rank on expert on the DLC is boss is proving tricky. Damn. So the B boss. Oh my god. Oi, oi, oi. The little Officer Dibley comes. That's probably the hardest boss I think that I hate because there's just like so much happening on the screen. The mouse and cat boss wasn't too bad. And now I'm on the captain boss, which I think I could do. And then there's only like the ghost boss. Oh god, I'm not looking forward to the robot boss. I remember the robot Doctor. It's gonna be hard. And then I think after that there might be one. Oh wait, the sea mermaid boss. How many bosses have I got left then? Captain, robot, mermaid woman, Dice King, and the devil. I'm 5 away from finishing it on expert. I didn't think the devil was as hard as the Dice King. So we shall see. Hopefully I can chip away at this and make good progress towards the platinum. Really, Fabio? Cuphead was the second game I saw you play on stream. That's cool. Wow. Yeah, I enjoyed doing that. There's something about streaming that gets me really like focused in the game. So that is the plan. It may resurrect because I feel like it's got a good list of got a good trophy list and it feels like a good accomplishment. And I feel like I've been so bad on my goal this year. Like I haven't done much to even accomplish it. Like I was meant to do the Witcher 3 DLC. I've just been bad at gaming, to be quite honest. And I don't know if I'm going to put Resident Evil down after this playthrough either. Like I feel like I'm running through it on autopilot, but I'm not even playing it properly type thing. So it's like I'm kind of just like going through the motions. We're talking slightly about, I guess we're on the what am I playing segment, I suppose, of the show. So yeah, that's the journey. That's all I've been doing. I'm not really sure how much game time I'm going to get until I bounce, till I'm going to the US of A. So that'll be cool. But when I do go, I'm hoping to play Astronaut. So that is the plan. So let me see. What are we talking about here? Okay, I think that's everything I wanted to cover really. So we've got 10 minutes left. So 5-10 minutes left. You know what I'm going to do? Open the floor for any Q&A questions. So if you have, I want to keep this chill and cozy. So hit me with your questions and I will answer a few until we hit the 9 o'clock deadline. Gilmero saying, when you come into the USA? I fly out on the 17th. And then I'm basically, I had a really great, I was in a meeting the other day and I was like, they were asking me when I can do something. I was like, well, I'm out of office for a bit in May, the middle of May. They went, when are you coming back? And I was like, June. Boom, mic drop. See you next month, bitches. That felt very good. So yeah, in about a week and a half's time, I'll be getting on a plane and that'll be pretty exciting. Jamie said, you mentioned Xbox earlier. Would you ever consider buying one? Nah, I just have no interest really in getting another console. I just don't know when I would play it. Also the controller, I just don't know if I can live that life. So yeah, I think it's probably a no. US, what's it? I'm going to go to San Fran because that is where the office is because I am going to do some work from out there. So it's not a working trip, but because of our new working from home situation, I thought I'd go out there and work and then also have a holiday. So that's why I'm going to that area. Played Dead Island 2 yet? No, I don't think it's for me. So I should be skipping that. Tomo asks, how long do you edit for when you usually sit down to do it? Oh, that's a tough one. It depends how I'm enjoying the edit or not. Like, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I like editing, but it can be tough to like get into the mindset because it's so easy to be lazy and be like, oh, I just want to play a video game. Because it does require like a conceited effort to do something and be creative. So normally what I do is I just start by like organizing the files and eventually sort of get into the zone. So I don't know, like a clip of the week might take me like an hour each week to edit depending on how intense it is. An actual video, like that PS3 video wasn't too bad. I think it could range for anything from an hour to 5 hours at a time. Like sometimes if I'm really into the edit, like for instance, actually the 75% completion video, I sat down at 2 o'clock on a Saturday and didn't finish it until like 6 or 7. And that was just the vlog section of the video because that was a lot more intense. So it ranges to what mood I am in and how creative I am feeling. I'm not actually going to LA. I'll be in San Fran. Will you ever play God of War Ragnarok? I will someday, Daniel. I will. One day I will sit down and I'll hear the and it will just call to me and it will just happen. One day. I just don't feel like a hankering or it's not speaking to me right now. But I would like to play it obviously at some point. What will you be playing on your Vita on the flight? I don't know if I'm going to play anything. In fact, I'm actually I'm considering actually trying to edit a video on the flight to see if I could do that. Also, I don't want to bring extra weight. Like I brought my Vita all the way to South Africa and never played it and never even touched it. I just don't know. Also, I don't like the idea of starting it because I know I'm not going to play my Vita at all when I get there. So I'm literally just playing it and I'm starting something new just for the flight. Also, I want to sleep on the flight. I need to learn how to sleep on a plane. So that's the plan. Either edit a video or try and learn how to sleep. So yeah, well, let's see. Thoughts on Resident Evil 4? I very, very much enjoy it. Would highly recommend. It's probably so far my favourite game of the year, I would say. Yes. Clip of the week in San Fran? Absolutely. So what will happen is I'm going to do one show from San Fran and then I'm going to take the next week off. So apologies for that. I don't have any backup videos. I'm really sorry. What about editing for the road to platinums? I mean, when I get to 200, I might bring that back. That might happen. Emma said, would you ever consider starting a Twitch channel? I do actually have one, but I never used it. I just had it to lock my name down. I don't know. I feel like it's just like splitting up the audience type thing. And I like streaming because I like streaming for the people that know that I know and that they want to watch. Like I'm not streaming to find a bigger audience. I'm streaming because I enjoy it and I like seeing you guys who I know also enjoying it and chatting with me type thing. So yeah, I am going to do a show in San Fran. So so I'm going to try and do it at the same time. I believe in San Francisco the time is like 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock. So I'm going to do it in my lunchtime while I'm working. And yeah, we're going to have an American-based show, which will be exciting, hopefully. So we'll see how that goes. Pray now for the tech gods that they'll be on our side. Tech is on our side. Are there any PS1 and PS2 games you'd want Sony to bring to PS Plus with trophies? I mean, it's tough because I feel like a lot of the games I wanted have already been transferred over. But I think the top ones that come to mind is the Harry Potter games. I'd love to play the first two, maybe slightly remastered, but I still want them the way they were. Those would be so fun to play. And maybe the Tomb Raiders, like Tomb Raider 1 and Tomb Raider 2. Tomb Raider 2, most definitely. So those are the ones. Do they have baby Guinness shots on play? Just sitting there down in baby Guinnesses to be like, woohoo! Let's see. American Soda. Oh, there will be. Apparently there'll be a lot. I find wearing glasses and headphones uncomfortable for gaming. I also find the same. Sometimes I have to take a break, an ear break from wearing headphones, but sometimes you just got to deal with it. It's a tough life wearing glasses. Not one I think is I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I'm also scared of laser eye surgery, so maybe that's, I don't know. You just gotta put up with it, to be honest. So yeah. All right, I think that's gonna wrap it up today. So thank you everybody for joining me. Sorry it couldn't be a full-fledged show today, but I hope you still had fun. It was lovely to chat to you and see you all and check in because I wanted to, I like doing the show and I don't want to not do it if I felt like I could do it. So thank you, Fabio. Let us check in on the poll. So do you like/care about the royal family because it is the coronation? 40% say yes, 30% say different, and 56% say no. I hate how I do that. What is wrong with my brain? It just flips it round. And so thank you so much for today. Appreciate it. You guys are the best. I'm going to try and recover. I think I might just go to bed in about an hour's time. I feel like I just need a good sleep. But I don't hear the Sims. I don't know if it's because the Sims have gone somewhere else or they know. But yeah, I wanted to do a chill, fun show, just have a bit of a chat, break up the day. But hopefully I will be back in full force next Thursday where you can hear all about me and Imogen going to see Avril Lavigne. Will I get dressed up? We'll find out. All right, take some NyQuil. I don't know if we have that here. Right, appreciate it so much, everybody. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, whether you're having a 3-day weekend or a normal weekend. Get out there, enjoy the sun. If you are enjoying sun, that is, or enjoy your life, I guess. And I shall catch you all next week. Thank you. You guys are all. I shall see you all next time. All right, goodbye. Oh, starting to lose it a bit. All right, see you guys later. Thank you.